Right. Welcome, East Coast Up Reviewers. Whoa. Chaos. Instant chaos. Today we're doing another episode of Rate That Beer. It's episode 26. And, yeah, you guys know the drill. It's open panel, live beer community beer reviews. And I'd like to thank the panel that's here with me today. Beer Man.
Hi, how's it going? Cheers.
Also known as Pickle Steve.
Yeah.
Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. Cheers, Miscellaneous.
Cheers.
Bumpy Road Brews. Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers.
That boy right there is savage. I tell you.
All right. Yeah, we'll dive right into it, and we will start with Beer Man. All right.
All right, man. All right, Tanner, thanks for letting me on your show.
Sure, man.
All right, so this one is one from Mason Ale Works. It's an 8% fruited sour ale cherry pie edition with sweet cherry, lactose, and graham crackers. It's called Their Sweet Creams Are Made of These, like Eurythmics.
Oh, that's
That
cool,
group.
dude.
Kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like
crazy
that.
looking.
I've had it upside down, but let's go ahead and pour it. I don't have a date on it. Whoa, that's loud. Right from my
It looks like the
speaker.
can arts from you remember Beavis and Butthead where they eat the cactus?
Oh, yeah.
It's got that same kind of look to it.
So, yeah, nice cascade there. It just ended. That was a fast one. Dirty glass. Sorry about that. Kind of a pink head, finger and a half or so. It's kind of like a dirty, murky, purple kind of cranberry. It looks more purple on the screen.
Cheers, Josh.
But cheers, Josh. But yeah, looks good. Got a nice kind of an effervescence in there. A little medium rising bubble. I forgot. We're not reviewing first yet, are we?
Yeah, we're just presenting.
Presenting, okay. Yeah, smells really fruity and nice. Really get that graham cracker. All right, cheers. That's it.
Good man.
Cheers.
Awesome, good man. All right, move on to miscellaneous.
All right, cheers, guys. It's been a while. I did review this once. I think I did it on New Brew, but we're gonna do a revisit. This is out of Texas. Where out of Texas? Does it say? Doesn't say on the can, man. Oh, Fort Worth.
Cheers, Sam.
Cheers, Sam. Yeah, so Fort Worth, Texas. This is from Martin Brewing House. This is their Cocoitus. Yeah, it's a rye whiskey barrel aged imperial stout. Their barrel aged series comes in at 14%, 12 IBUs. It says 100% unblended. Interesting. But it had an original OG at 27.7. That's a big one. Yeah, so it says it's brewed with this variety of specialty malts, Columbus hops, and brown sugar, aged for 4 months in fresh rye whiskey barrels with cacao nibs. So 4 months is like no time in the barrel, I guess. I mean, yeah, brewed on January 3rd, 2022. But it says canned on 5/5/22. Sorry, a lot of information there. Hell yeah.
There you go, man.
Well, eye opener. Get your mind right.
Yep.
Yeah. It's pretty dark. A lot darker than I remembered. Definitely had a nice. It's got a mahogany, like ruby dark mahogany hue through the bottom. One finger cocoa colored head. It's a little bit soapy looking, a little bit frothy. Hanging in there pretty good for 14% though. Cheers.
Cheers, Miss Lane.
Cheers, man. Yeah, that was good. Beefy one, 14%. Holy crap.
Sounds good.
What's that?
Cheers.
All
Cheers.
Sorry, I forget the cheers.
No, you're good, man. No, I was waiting for Bumpy's. Go ahead and finish.
Don't be put it away.
From Spyglass Brewing Company out of Nashua, New Hampshire. I have Borealis. It's a New England double IPA, 8.1%. It says it's a New England style double IPA fermented with British ale yeast and intensely hopped with Citra, New Zealand Raku, and Australian Enigma hops. Sweet. I think it's pretty typical, actually, to have New England IPAs that are fermented with British yeast. Whenever I would make a New England IPA, I would use London Ale 3.
Did not know
So
that.
it gives off fruitier notes. And also plays with the hops when they're dry. When you dry hop it, it's going through fermentation a bit more pleasant.
There you go, Sam. We got to get you on here one time, dude.
All right. So yeah, very white, frothy head to this one, and the color of the beer itself is it's kind of like that orange juice that you'd pour with all the pulp. It's just a nice, hazy, orangey beer.
Looks good.
Cheers.
Yeah, it does.
Cheers, man.
All the tropical.
When I went and hung out with you and John, did I try any Spyglass? I'm not too sure. Well, you were pulling out beers left and right.
Sure, you got a taste of a lot while you were there.
Yeah.
I don't know if we had Spyglass at that time. I think we had gone to Spyglass not too long, but probably drank all the beer.
There you go. All right. Cheers, Wumpy. Move on to Josh. You got
Cheers,
Josh.
Wumpy.
So at a 12% project, just kidding. Out of Milton, New York, I have Swirls and Spirals from Equilibrium. So this is a 11% Imperial Stout with cinnamon toast cereal, maple syrup, pecan, cinnamon, Madagascar, vanilla, and lactose. So second day with lactose for me, so we'll see how that goes. Picked this bottle up in the J. Wakefield Equilibrium collab Life during Death Star. It's like 14%. Shit wasn't cheap. Like $30. This one was 20. So it's been a while since I had an Equilibrium stout. Smells sweet as shit. It smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That sounds good. I like the label too.
It's thick.
Very, jeez.
Maybe. I didn't really pour it aggressively, but black as night. Can't even see through it. A little bit of a head on there. Nice dark, super dark cocoa head on there. Yeah, it's going away pretty quickly. Yeah, it smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's crazy. So, cheers.
Nice. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Awesome, bro.
Cheers.
Leave it with me now. That'd be cool. All right. So I've had a couple of these. I haven't done a review on it yet. It's on my thumbnail. We got Don't Worry, Hazy IPA, Wormtown Brewery. 5.8% alcohol by volume. This is brewed and canned by Wormtown Brewery, LLC, Worcester, Mass. 55 IBUs. Packaged on 5/11/22. It says, Don't Worry is our take on the Right Coast IPA with the perfect amount of amber haze, big tropical fruit aromatics, and a touch of juicy hop bitterness. You don't have to worry because this IPA will make you be hoppy. Have a great IPA. Unfiltered yeast sediment is normal. I think this was like 11 and change for a 4-pack, which is a pretty damn good price, especially nowadays. Cheers, Brandon. Good to see you here, man.
Yo.
Cheers.
All right, so I got my Spiggle glass, IPA glass. Let's pour this up.
I get to try Wormtown. Brandon sent me one, actually. CBP.
They're
It was weird. Like it was a double. I had a weird mouthfeel.
It might have been their like the Be Hoppier Was it one of those? Or
I can't. I'd have to go back and look at the.
I know those
beer.
are the doubles. I forgot what underground series I believe they call that. So it's definitely like a. It's not. It's got a little bit of a haze to it. Definitely a lot more clarity than what I've been drinking lately. You know, the pulpy, golden orange looking beers. This is definitely a. I'd say golden. Lots of effervescence. Like I said, there's a little bit of a haze. It looks a lot hazier on the camera, actually. But in person, there's definitely more clarity to it. 2.5 finger, tight knit head, holding some good retention. Looks like it's going to leave a nice lacing as well. And yeah, looks pretty good. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
We will go back
Cheers,
to Beer Man. Beer Man, start us off. Reviews.
All righty. Let's twirl it. All right, so these guys are out of Tustin, California, which I should know this because I think they're down in Los Angeles area or somewhere in Southern Cal. Kind of where I grew up. Yeah, so leaving a nice grit around the glass. Like I said, a nice pink kind of cranberry color. In your light, more grape looking. The aromas are amazing. Granola, vanilla. Blueberry, raspberry, maybe a little blackberry, just a whole bouquet of berries. Very berry forward. Cherry comes through, definitely. I want to see real quick what they said about this. Okay, so cherry pie. Cherry pie is the main thing. You are getting cherry. You're also getting, it's kind of like it's sweet. It's sweet tart cherries. Slight blueberry, raspberry kind of thing. But other than that, I mean, that's it. Let's drink it. Cheers.
Cheers, Raymond.
Cheers, bro.
It's foamy in the mouth. It's a foamy mouthfeel. It's got real big foam. Like it blows up like a marshmallow. Whoa. Cherry. Or like the cherries with the seeds, in the bag, you take them out. Like the red cherries, take them out and the pitted, you know what I'm saying? I can't talk right now, but yeah, it tastes like the bag of cherries, those red cherries with the seeds in them. You take all that stuff off the side, spit the cherry, and it's got a nice sweet kind of thing going on. Really good. Wow. Like cherry yogurt. It's vanilla graham crackers coming through. That Grammy kind of taste, oaty honey kind of thing. Vanilla. It's got a nice creamy mouthfeel though, that puffy, just real puffy. It's leaving some good lacing too, as well. The finish it's sweet, but it's not terrible. There's no alcohol. 8% is not really shining through on this at all. It doesn't feel like that at all. It does have kind of a like you're gathering kind of your phlegm in the back. It's got that phlegmy kind of feel in the back with the dryness as it goes down. But other than that, I mean, it's just very fruity, fruit forward cherries. The graham cracker, everything they said in this is exactly what I get, which is top notch in my opinion. If it says what it is, I'm happy. So, yeah, I'm very happy. There's a lot of floaties around in this, so a lot of like white pieces of matter. Look, is that a worm? I hope not. There's like a little wiggly thing. It's like, but it's tasty. I like it. It's not Drecker or anything like that, but hey, come on, man. You got to give other
That
companies a
sounds
chance.
awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's really good. So cheers, guys. Right on.
It's good. Them pie beers, man, they're like hit or miss, dude. They're either like on point or they're way off.
It's definitely cherry pie. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Martin House, Cocoitus, rye, whiskey, barrel aged stout. Yeah. All right. So I will say this: initially, when I opened it, I was getting a lot of like a minty dill type of note. That's come from the rye, obviously. Nice It's got a sweet, like dark brown bready type of thing going for it. Definitely dark fruits like prune. I think that's probably the most accurate, I would assume. It's not raisin, but it's real dark, rich, almost tobacco-y type note, which always brings me back to prune. It's got a nice roasty note to it. I'd say robust on the nose. What else? 14%. I mean, it's really not that boozy on the nose. I mean, what? Saw that fly through here. God, that totally threw me off. I mean, you get the essence that, like, the aroma that you're going to be drinking a larger beer. It kind of just comes with the general aromas I'm giving you. There is a chocolatiness to it, very very slight. It's playing in with that prune, that dark fruit note, which is kind of almost giving it like a baker's chocolate kind of nose aroma. Yeah, because it's barrel aged with cacao nibs. All right, yeah, still got a little bit ahead there. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, miscellaneous.
Cheers.
The aromas were a lot better this time around, I will tell you that. Oh boy, it's going to be almost like a repeat. So the body is very thin. It has a very watery-esque mouthfeel to it. I wouldn't say oily slick. It's not viscous. It's almost like you drink it, you get it, and boom, it's gone. A finish. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so light-bodied. I'd say it's got about a medium-low carbonation. I wouldn't say low. You get it around the sides of the tongue. You can feel it. Barrel notes are a little present. It almost kind of dries the palate out on the finish, and I don't think that's the alcohol. It almost feels like it's got like a tannin type of thing, something from the barrel, woody-esque, because they did say fresh rye whiskey barrels. It's got a little booze to it. I'm not going to say it's sharp or overbearing. You definitely get it when you're drinking it. I wouldn't say heaty, but you can tell. I'm disappointed in this beer again because I opened it. I bought it. It was a 2-pack, and I didn't pay too much for them. So I've had a couple hitters from Martin House. I figured it's been sitting in there a couple months. Let's give it another shot. Didn't help this thing smells amazing. If I put this in front of you and you get your nose on it, get some aromas, you'd be like, man, this is gonna be awesome. And then you drink it and you're like, oh, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
That's literally how it is. I'm serious. Yeah, I'll get some closing notes. I mean, it's not a drain pour, but never again. Tell you that. So cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It'll do its job. It's 14%.
Yeah, right. All right.
Is this gonna be one of those nights again? You can't take the medicine.
All right. We'll let the dogs in.
Where you're in and out and doing all this other stuff.
All right. Some aromas on this we got. It's like soft but definitely tropical fruitiness. It's almost like it's like a creamy pineapple, maybe a candied pineapple. Say a touch of like tangerine, passion fruit is in there. floral, maybe a little bit of that kind of lychee type note, like a light kind of floral rose water. That's what it comes off to me like. With lychee, it can come off differently to other people. I almost want to say bubblegum. There's just kind of a sweetness to it. Maybe a little malt presence in there. I'd say some kind of definite like wheat to oat type notes. Fairly soft though. If like the scent could actually feel fuzzy kittens. That's kind of the way this smells.
Really?
Yes,
That's
fuzzy.
a term I've never heard in a beer review.
All right, let's take a swig here. Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers.
Creamy mouthfeel in this one. Super soft. I'd say medium body, but it's so lifty. It just floats around the palate. Carbonation, I would say, is a bit on the lower side. It is carbonated. It's just not spritzy. I'm going to go with the kind of lychee. That note's definitely in there. It's that kind of light floral note to me. There does seem to be a slightly creamy pineapple. Maybe it's more mango. Touch of that passion fruit, but without the sharp tang that passion fruit can bring. I know that because I bought some frozen passion fruit because I was trying to, damn it, keep talking about these passion fruits and these beers and stuff. And I actually had some passion fruit, so it's like, okay, now I got it. But yeah, I would say creamy pineapple, tangerine, lychee, passion fruit without the tangy bite. A little bit that kind of wheat oat characteristic. Bitterness on this is very mild, and it's basically just fruity. It's just kind of like tropical fruit notes, and a bit of that kind of, well, lychee is, I think, from China or something like that, but it's still a fruit, but it kind of gives off a little bit of a floralness. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's not piney. It's not like super bitter, harsh. It's very delicate across everything, but very nice. 8.1% ABV. Doesn't drink like it at all. It's more like maybe a 6.5.
Nice.
So, cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Good, man. Another New Hampshire beer I gotta check out. Right. I believe it is Josh.
You don't have to check that out. All right. This beer, swirls and spirals. Get a lot of cinnamon maple. Not really too many pecans in there. Pecans. Vanilla. I guess it kind of, like I said, it kind of smells like a cinnamon toast crunch type vibe. A lot of cinnamon though. You don't really smell the booze. I mean, it's only 11%, which isn't terribly boozy, but what else? Lactose. Well, I know it's going to be a joy to get down later, or coming out, but yeah, it smells very sweet. Typical pastry stout. A lot of adjuncts in there, so you pour the rest. Actually, the head died down quite a. Ooh, fuck! Almost spilled. There's still a little bit left in there, but yeah, no head anymore. Well, yeah, it kind of builds. Starts off slow and then it kind of builds up a little bit. But yeah, dive into it. Cheers.
Cheers, Josh.
Cheers.
Yeah, she was bothering me earlier, dude. She was like hitting my arm and stuff.
Sorry.
This is very sweet. A lot of maple. Ooh. A lot of cinnamon, vanilla. I guess a little bit of those pecans, whatever you want to say. You definitely know it has lactose in it. The way just the mouthfeel is, it's very full bodied pudding. What is going on? Everyone's spinning for a second. Yeah, 11% is really not there. It's not overly boozy. Definitely a pastry stout. Very sweet, very thick. It's kind of like a one and done. I mean, I don't know how. I think this is probably the perfect size. I think if you had anything bigger than this, I mean, it might be a little overwhelming unless you're sharing it with people, but it's good. I mean, I think it kind of tastes like a cinnamon toast crunch inspired beer. I don't think it has chocolate in there. No. But yeah, very heavy on the maple syrup and cinnamon, that vanilla. And not really overly boozy. I don't think it's barrel aged. It just has imperial stout. So yeah, another good offering from Equilibrium on their dark side. So yeah,
Pretty balanced with the cinnamon. The cinnamon gets really strong.
Yeah, I'd say that it's a balance between the maple and the cinnamon are the strongest like taste to come out, even on the aroma too. And then like the vanilla and the pecans kind of go in there a little bit. But yeah, I'd say probably more heavily maple cinnamon forward out of everything in this. I mean, there's a lot going on in this. Like I said, a lot of adjuncts, just say. But some people hate adjunct stouts like that, or in the pastry stouts. But I mean, sometimes they can be a little too much. They can be a little too sweet. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, agreed.
Tastes good at first.
I had one, I think, on Tanner. Yeah. It's like way too. It's like, oh boy, it's like
Yeah.
liquid. I describe it as liquid pudding, like a super sweet, or like a liquid dessert, just like smoothie style, but like dessert, like decadent. It's kind of like that other one I had from Equilibrium, the some sort of cookie one or something, cookies and cream pop or something. But yeah, this one's good. Like I said, not super cloying, not super sweet. I mean, it is pretty sweet, but I think it's a nice balance between all those adjuncts and flavors that got going on there, especially at 11% too. So, but yeah, keep sipping on this one and come up with a score on the next go around. So, cheers.
Cheers, bro. There you go, man. All right. I like the aroma on this. Definitely pineapple's more prominent aroma. Tangerine and grapefruit. It's a good combination of tropical, citrusy. Like I said, I think it's more along the pineapple note. There's a nice melon note in there as well. I'd say along the lines of honeydew melon. Decent amount of like hop resin and biscuity breadiness. Yeah, overall smells pretty good. Nothing super strong. It's not like your juiciest New England IPA, but it does have some good aromatics to it. But yeah, let's dive into this. Cheers, guys. Thanks for listening to already.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Say mango. It's got like a it definitely has like a pithy bitterness with like grapefruit and like orange peel on the back end. There's actually a nice creaminess to this as well. Maybe they're using some oats or something. Nice breadiness. Picking up a little bit of sweetness from the malts. Maybe like a touch of caramel malt. Getting a nice melon note on the back end as well. It's a little thinner, definitely a thinner New England IPA, but you do get a it's kind of along the lines of slightly thin, going towards that creamy body with like possible oats in it or something. Like definitely a crusher. I will say is a crusher. Where'd Josh go?
He might have had internet failure. He was kind of
Cutting in and out.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice tropical notes up front. Like I said, like kind of like you get like a nice hot resin lingering on the tongue. It's a little dry. You get a little bit of bitterness. I like it. It's a good beer. Definitely not the best New England IPA I've had, but for 11 and change for a 4-pack, definitely worth the money. If you had a lot of New England IPAs and maybe they're starting to get a little too overpowering, maybe a little too filling, this is a good alternative. It's kind of a good in between, where more on the New England side, but you're still picking up some of that West Coast style IPA side of the beer. So it's a good balance between the two.
I don't know what happened. You guys all got like black screens and then it started circling. Then
The white ring of death, dude.
Yeah, I like this. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. It's a good New England IPA. It's a good alternative. Instead, if you're drinking too many gloopy, gloppy New England IPAs, you want something a little bit thinner, a little bit more reminiscent of a West Coast. I think this is a great one to check out. For the most part, Wormtown has they've got some pretty good products. I do enjoy the stuff that I've had so far. I would like to try I believe it's the Underground series coffee, right? Where like the bee hop beer and all that stuff. I believe you were telling me about.
Yeah, they're underground series. Those are like they have like double, triple
Okay. Yes.
IPAs and stuff, and those are even better than the Bee Hoppy series.
Okay. Yeah, I would definitely like to pick some of that stuff up. I think I can get the bee hop here. But yeah, cheers, guys. We'll go back to Beer Man and
All right.
give us final thoughts.
Cool. All right. So just kind of going back, those didn't see what I had. I had the sweet creams. I'm made of these. Who am I to disagree? Yeah, so the cherry pie kind of thing. So just going off my notes, slight chocolate comes out with the graham cracker. It works really well. It's it's really creamy and fluffy, somewhat wet in a way too. It's got a thirst quenching kind of thing to it. That full medium body, oaty for sure. It's got that oat graham cracker or like graham, like almost like a not graham cracker at all. It's more like a granola bar or something, kind of granola like. Mainly red cherry is what I was trying to say. Those are the red cherries with the pits in them. Yeah, and the big bags you get at the grocery store. Had that kind of feel to it. But it has some earthy raspberry, blueberry thing to it as well. The graham cracker kind of thing comes out as well with that. With the granola bar, you get the graham cracker granola kind of thing, or vanilla thick milky feel. Hidden alcohol for sure. Liquid cherry pie, definitely. Burp. When you burp it up, it tastes like a pie-like taste. But refreshing. Sweet tart tastes just like a cherry pie for sure. You know, it's nice. I'm gonna give this a 94 out of 100, man. Freaking delicious. So I'll have to check out more of their stuff. I like their can art. I thought it was cool. Their beer was good, so I'm happy. Cheers, guys. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers, Beer Man.
All right.
Sounds good, dude.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Here we go. Here comes the score part. Are you excited? You shouldn't be. Oh, God. This beer has like It has so much potential, dude. If it wasn't so thin and so watery on the mouthfeel. I mean, like I said, aromas are through the roof. It's a little bland on the palate too. I'm not gonna lie. You definitely get that rye spice. Chocolate, I'm not picking up. Very mild brown sugar hints. Columbus hops. I guess I should have researched that a little bit more. It's shout out to Columbus hops. It's probably the only thing going right in this beer.
I like Columbus hops.
I don't know, boys. This one ain't for me. I'm gonna drink it anyways, but 78, and that's more on the bumpy scale. I didn't do numbers, but honestly, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I wouldn't send this to you guys. You drink this and be like, "Why the hell you send me that?" Like, you'd be all stoked. You're like, yeah, man, the can art's so cool and all this. It's all sounds all yeah. It's not that. It's not that.
So it's kind of like grocery
But
store.
I've had a few Martin House brews, and
Yeah.
I've had a couple good ones. I think Flacco sent me some. I had Astronaut Exorcism. It was like a coconut stout, imperial coconut
Oh,
stout.
damn.
It was like really, really coconut forward. So yeah, total swing and a miss this time, at least for this beer in this year.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Yeah,
Miss Lance.
that's just unfortunate.
78.
Got really good ABV. You'd think it would be a little bit more fuller body.
Lackluster as could be.
Yeah. Trying to think of the words. There you go. That's the word.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So I mentioned there might have been like some bubble gum or something in there. I had some smoked beans, and then I took a sip of this beer right after that. And what I got was actually I picked out the booze from the beer. I found the alcohol, but it was like alcoholic juicy fruit chewing gum. It was kind of a note that it kind of came back with. So very interesting there. So I think there was a little bit of this kind of gum type sensation in there. But yeah, I think overall for like a double New England IPA, this is kind of like, I think what I personally think a lot of people are kind of looking for and they're searching for. They're always like, I want that juice bomb. I don't want it to be too bitter. I want it to be super soft. It's got all that going for it. It's not bitter. It's got bitterness to it, but not crazy. Extremely soft palate. Very tropical, juicy notes. A bit softer. It's not big, bright like citrus. It is definitely on the softer side, but I think it's a wonderful drinking double IPA. And I'm going to score this at a 48.5 out of 50, which Lynn says an excellent beer. So
All right.
There you go.
try to put that into a 100 score. We'll say like a 97 out of 100. On Untapped, out of 1,672 ratings, it scores a 4.29 out of 5.
That's good.
So
It's really good.
it's a good beer no matter which way you slice it, whether you're going by what I'm talking about or kind of what the average drinker out there is kind of scoring it at. So definitely one to look out for. If you can get Spyglass, look for their Borealis.
I'll keep checking the mailbox.
All right. The one problem is, did they put it in? They did. All right. Kudos
They
to
put a date.
Spyglass for putting a date on their can.
A can on their date.
A can on their date. Yeah. So this is 3 weeks old.
Oh, good. All right.
Not bad. There you go.
3 weeks?
Fresh.
3 weeks.
That's a fresh one there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cheers, Mumpy.
Cheers, Mumpy.
gotta check out this stuff. All right, got Josh.
All right, let's see if my internet doesn't kick me out again or something. I don't know what was going on. You guys all were spinning for a second, and then it's. I was like, God damn it. But yeah, they swirls and spirals from Equilibrium, 11% pastry stout, cinnamon toast crunch inspired. It's good. I like it. Like I said, not overly sweet. Get a lot of maple, a lot of cinnamon, vanilla. Definitely know it has lactose in it. It's very full bodied, but it's good if you like that kind of stuff. If you like heavily adjunct pastry stouts, then it's probably right up your alley. Seems like it's a little better than Miscellaneous stout. I thought he was actually going to bring that imprint one, but maybe next time. Score wise, I'll give it a 95. I really like it.
There you go.
All the flavors in it. Nice little dessert beer. Price point, I mean, like I said, it was about $20 for this 500 ml bottle, which isn't terrible. That's Equilibrium prices. I think the other one that I got was 30 something, the bigger one. But yeah, overall, great beer. So if you see any Equilibrium stouts, I know they do a lot of IPAs and stuff. Yeah, definitely check it out. So yeah, 95. So cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, Josh.
Good score. Awesome.
Cheers, man.
I believe it's
Yeah, imprint. You keep looking out for that.
I haven't seen.
I didn't mean to
it.
blow your shit up.
I'd like to try them. I'm sure they're expensive. But.
Yeah, good.
Score on this? I'll give it an 88. With that being said, I like that it is kind of along the lines of a New England / West Coast, but it's definitely a little lacking in the New England IPA side. And if you're looking for a New England IPA and you're not very familiar with the company or the beer, you might be a little disappointed. I'm sure this has been out for a while, but it's definitely a good standard New England IPA as far as the older versions, I guess you could say. Nowadays, they're a little bit, definitely a lot more complex and gloopy gloppy, like I was saying, super juicy, tropical. And I think that this is kind of like, I don't know how old it is, but I've been seeing it for a while. So I think this is kind of along the lines of like after Heady Topper and Focal Banger and all those came out. I'm sure they were trying to recreate something along the lines of like something like that. Not to knock those beers at all, because those beers are great. But yeah, it's definitely just like to the standard of New England IPAs today. There are a lot better ones out there. But it's definitely a crusher. I will say for a New England IPA, it's not overly filling. It's definitely a good drinkable beer, especially like on a hotter day. If you want something with like a little bit more flavor than some of these lighter beers, this is a great one. I like the bitterness too. I like the amount of like I said, I was getting like a lot of grapefruit and like orange peel, like kind of like that pithy bitterness, along adding to the tropical notes. I was thinking papaya, but it's definitely not. It doesn't really give me. I was saying more melon because it doesn't really more reminiscent of melon to me because it doesn't really have that like earthy, dank hop resin, but it does have that nice bitterness. And yeah, it's just super easy drinking and affordable. Going back to the affordability, at $11.50 for a 4-pack. You don't really see that too often nowadays for New England IPAs. Yeah, I like it. Like I said, 88 out of 100. Definitely recommend it. I'm gonna have to try some of their other products. So, cheers, guys, and
Cheers.
yeah, great show tonight. Really do appreciate you guys hopping on the panel doing beer reviews. We'll go back to this, and we'll do some shout outs. Just like to acknowledge people in the chat as well. Catch up on comments? Oh, is that as far as Untapped, Sam? There you go, man. I'm not even on Untapped. Yeah, I don't have Untapped either, Josh. I would like to.
It's disappointing when you like a beer and then you see a score like that and you're like, that's like very few people out of millions of people that agree with that beer. It's like, whatever. But
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I feel like it could be very easily biasly swung.
I think you were saying that with like Feathered Fred, right, Bumpy? That was kind of.
Well, the beer that I had on Beer Man's Wednesday night show, that beer was atrocious. I even gave it to John, and John was like, "This is nasty."
oh,
I'm like, drain pour it. He's like, "No, I opened it up already." So I'm drinking it because it's 9%. I'm like, "Yeah, but it's not good."
Sounds like John.
give
So-
you
Yeah, but it scored almost a 4 out of 5, and I'm like, "There's no way." I'm like, "I'm dumping this down the drain." It's bad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I got Sam here. I'm not gonna lie. That video he sent me on Instagram was hilarious with those Australian dudes. The guy was sleeping, bro, and he threw French fries on his junk. Bird swarmed him. It's hilarious.
On a beach or
Oh,
something.
damn.
They weren't at the. As far as I can tell, they weren't at the beach.
Cheers, Joe.
Oh, cheers, Joe. Good to see you, man.
Cheers, man.
So, thanks to the chat before we do our shout outs. Thank you, Joe, stopping in. Sam Smalley, Miscellaneous, Josh, Beerman on the panel, but they were also in the chat as well. Thank you guys for chatting up. People were in the comments. Luke John was here too. Cheers to you, Luke John. Mark Gay was in here. Cheers, Mark Gay. Ozzy, always good to see you, Ozzy. Cheers, brother. What else? Brandon was in here. Cheers, Brandon. CBP. I think that's it. If you guys want to start doing your shout outs, see if everyone is in line. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Let everybody know what's going on in the YouTube world or other social media platforms. What's going on with you guys? Cheers.
I'm muted. That's what's going on. Blue cheese. Beer and cheese. Tuesday for next week, 8:00 Eastern, 5 my time, will be Czech lager, a sweet stout, or any specialty style. It could be any kind of beer with an added kick, something that's not normal in that style. Cheese curds, Havarti, or any hard cheese that is aged. Trying to throw in those ones that are easy to get. Hopefully you can find those. Any specialty style should be easy as hell. It's just basically even an adjunct beer would be fine, because you don't normally. Actually, wood aged beers or specialty wood aged beers are good too, like the wood aged stouts or whatever, barrel aged stouts. That's also considered a specialty imperial stout or whatever. So, bring that into the table with us or the panel. And Wednesday will be a Goonies theme. The Goonies movie. So back in the day, back in the 80s, 85, I believe. And it's in my neck of the woods as well, which is really even better. Got the house over there and the jail and all this other stuff in Astoria. But bring a Goonies theme. Doesn't have to particularly say Goonies on it or have anything related to Goonies. Just something that you think is that. At 6:00 Eastern, bring that on. And other than that, I don't really have anything. I think I have a couple reviews I'm going to be doing, but shout out to a couple people. Blue Ice. Blue Ice is cool as hell. Very relaxed and calm. Just a cool guy to listen to. Works out and does his thing. He's cool. And then Beer Hounds Beer Reviews. I really like that guy as well. Looked at a bunch of his videos last night. And so go check them out if you haven't already. Other than that, thanks, Tanner, man. Appreciate you, brother. And it's been fun.
For sure, man. I like to see some more Pickled Steve videos. Those
That
are
as
my-
well. I guess I could shout out Pickled
Yeah.
Steve and Trees Wiz and other
They're
things.
awesome.
But yeah.
Checking them out this morning.
Yeah, Pickled Steve. Check out my pickle channel. You know, I review pickles. Pickled anything, actually, not just pickles. So it has been pickles lately, but I do want to find some pickled brined vegetables with good seasoning and stuff in them. So yeah, check it out. All right.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for coming on the show.
Welcome. Cheers.
Well,
You got over there, Miss Lanes.
not much. You know, I don't know. I haven't done my Thursday show. I think I'm gonna go on. I might be on a hiatus for a little bit on my channel, just my channel specifically. Like I've stated before, I will join up other shows at random. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Things will come around. Anyways, yeah, go. There's a bunch of people out there. Go check out FLX. Go check out Richopolis. Go check out right there in the chat, man. Oh damn it! Getting brain fart from everybody.
Beer Patrol.
Joe.
The Beer Patrol.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like zoning out. Sam Smalley too on Instagram. Go check him out. Short and Stout beer reviews. That dude drinks a lot of shit. I will say that he posts a lot of beers. And you know what? Just for shits and giggles, we'll spread some love to the UK guys. Go check out Craig over there at Kent Beer Reviews. Go check out Harry at Blue Nose Beer Reviews. Yeah, good dudes. There's a lot of good beer community people out there. So, cheers.
Cheers, man.
Nice. Cheers.
How about you, Bumpy? What's going on in the Bumpy Road Brewers world?
50-point inspection videos. Put them out on Wednesdays and Fridays. Got a huge backlog going here, so I'm all set. I don't have to drink anymore for the next month. Like that would ever happen. And then I have a live stream on my channel. It's called Bumpy Road Brews. Don't get it confused with that other channel. And yeah, the live show is called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. It's a 3-part show. Starts off with reviewing your brews, your new brews that you brought. Little general chit chat, free for all for the panel members, and then at the final countdown, it's question and answer for the panel. So anybody can bring a question, even if you're in the chat, you're just chatting it up. If you want to throw a question out, it may be used as part of the show. So appreciate you all. And Alex's Food Friday coming up on Alex the Beer Master. Oh, fireworks. Alex the Beer Master's channel for Food Friday is going to be fried chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. Nice.
Fried chicken, eh?
Fried chicken. Other than that, yeah, I'll be waiting for some. I'll be waiting for a package from Mr. Beerman. Very kind.
Yeah,
something
I
else.
forgot to say that too. Jeez.
With some instructions. So we may be doing some type of
spilled the
StreamYard
beans
gathering at some
already,
point.
yeah.
Pliny. Well, let's say we would say it now, right. I mean, come on. We'll do a Pliny panel between the four of us. Heck yeah, dude. I mean, we could have surprised everyone. I'm sorry if I messed that up, but sorry, Bumpy. It's your turn.
Oh no, I'm done.
Sorry.
Right, Colts? You're afraid, huh?
What you got over there, Josh?
All right, Philly Crooker 87 is my Instagram. I might do my show tomorrow, the Beer Bowl discussions
There you go, bro.
on my channel, Last Beer, 8 p.m. on Sunday. Yeah, so look out for that. Maybe not. We'll see. I'm on vacation this week, so got a lot of free time. But
Nice.
other than that, I think everyone kind of shouted everyone else out. So yeah, thanks for having me, and cheers.
Always
Nice,
welcome.
Josh. Cheers, man.
Josh. All right. Shout out to me. Wednesday, we'll be doing another episode of Will It Mix, your cocktail mixing show, May and beers, anything with alcohol, any type of alcoholic beverage that you want to mix with whatever else. Yeah, pretty much live bar hangout. I like to review when I'm drinking. You can review what you got to, but for the most part, you don't have to. You can just hang out, shoot the shit. We go for about like an hour, hour and a half. Yeah, I like to interpret some type of liquor live stream, considering I am not only a beer channel, I'm also a liquor channel. Yeah, so that's next Wednesday. I'll be doing Saturday. Saturday I'll be doing Rate That Beer again, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Will It Mix is going to be 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. Right after Wildcard Wednesday with Thomas Mel 75. Go check that out as well. Reviewing any type of adult beverage, whatever you want to bring, wine, spirit, beer. And it's covered a lot of grounds. I'm trying to think of somebody else. Go check out Whiskey Encore with Cheech. I haven't shouted him out in a while. Usually goes live Tuesdays after the Bourbon Junkies, roughly around 11:30, 12 o'clock. Yeah, go hop on his live stream. He does have a lot of people up as long as you're respectful. And yeah, great show tonight, guys. I got a lot of comments that I gotta catch up on. Sorry about that.
Damn. That's $17 White Claw.
Broke the bank.
Cheers, simply.
I bet.
Broke now.
Hurt my pocket too. Shit.
Yeah, that Pliny is something else. Good stuff.
Never had it before.
I can't wait to see
I had
your reaction to it.
Yeah, I had both the younger and the older.
Yeah, me too.
I thought the younger was a little better, but
Yeah.
that's a triple IPA. Finally, the younger.
It's that one that comes
Yeah.
in the different shaped bottle.
Yeah, it's like a blue label.
They're gonna make Pliny the baby.
That's
That's
a-
gonna be a
yeah,
quadruple.
Pliny the
Gotta be a
grandpa.
Gotta be a session.
Pliny the unborn.
Oh, jeez, that's gonna be a sync one or a fiver.
No, they got
It'd be like
that's the
Dogfish had
kind
120.
of shit. That's the kind of shit Evil Twin does. They'll just take something and just like run it into the ground name wise.
Right.
Even more, Jesus, what?
Pliny in the grave.
Pliny underground.
That'll be a 4.5% Westy.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Awesome. Thanks to the panel to hop on the show with me, do some beer reviews. As always, Beer Man.
Cheers. Thank
Just
you.
like reviews. Cheers to you, bro. Multi Road Brews. Cheers, Bumpy.
It's terrible. Shit.
Josh, last beer. Cheers, Josh.
Wow.
And yeah, shout out to the chat. Thank you guys for coming on here and hanging out with us, watching us do some beer reviews. It's always fun. It's always a good time. Good discussion. It's always nice seeing new products.
Traded you.
I really like doing the live stream beer reviews with these guys on their channel, my channel. You get to see some new products and get to look forward to possibly seeing some new distribution in your area. Kind of know what to look out for and what maybe pass up and stuff. So that's always great. But yeah, you guys would like to check me out on Instagram. You can pretty much this name, no spaces, if you want to check me out. And it's not necessary, but definitely greatly appreciated. If you would like to donate to the channel, I do have my PayPal link in my review channel. On my review videos. So if you'd like to support the channel, that's always there, but definitely not necessary. And yeah, there you have it. Is there anything else that you guys like to see on my channel? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my upcoming videos. Like beer. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right.
Good show.
Cheerio.